Everybody, welcome back to TekWarfare, episode 19 with me, Sid, and I'm just over in the mining dimension because I need some gold. We're very low on gold, so we're going to think the quarry's still disabled. I think the quarry is the cause source of our lag, because, pardon me, signed on earlier and the tick lag was tremendous. I've installed lag goggles now so I can analyse the sources of lag, and the source was actually a hopper on Potter's thing for that particular instance. This doesn't necessarily mean for every instance, but older babies, we have older babies. So anyway, I have done a bit more building work up on the grinder space, and it's almost ready. It just needs, we need a delivery mechanism to throw the items in, but I need gold to do the next thing, because having ground all those ores up, we now need to smelt them, and we need to smelt them reasonably quickly. Now, I'm not worried about doing super smelters. Oh, incidentally, this is this is what we've got now. We've got the windows, we've got the doors on. The windows are got little sills around them. Similarly up there, we've got, you know, just simple general decor, nothing fancy. In here, I've gone with this charred planks. I actually think this is one of the nicest wood textures I've seen in a long time. I really like it. And then I've got slabs with that. There's plenty of lighting. Don't touch that. It hurts. we learned an important lesson. But yeah, so at the moment I don't have a delivery mechanism for this, so we can set that going, and that should start spitting out some gold for us at least. But we have got a sizable amount of iron to smelt, plus a few other bits and pieces, and we've got a virtually unlimited source of fuel in that we keep using the blaze spawner at spawn to repair our tools and, you know, generate XP. So it occurs to me that we should just go with a very simple auto smelter. For that, I am going to need a certain amount of iron. So, but I think we've got the iron fine, but I'm going to need gold for the rails. So I'm going to leave this running. And we're going to go and get the other bits and pieces together. I've got a place for it. I know where I'm going to build it, and I've got a good idea of how it's going to be built. So it's nothing fancy. I mean, this is a standard. I was hoeing up there. Standard super smelter design. So, you know, I've got some furnaces, 8 of them. Now I could do double that, and I may do yet, but you know, we'll see. And we're going to need, let's go 8, 16, 24 hoppers. Now 24 plus a few more, plus 24 plus some hoppers, that is. Right, get you converted over. There we go. And let's just make myself a whole bunch of those. Bang. And we definitely need 24. Do I need any more? Let's do 28. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. 3, 4. Oh god, this is going to be complicated math, isn't it? I need a bit more iron, I think. It's not a problem. We have got a little bit more here, but once we've got this built, we'll have more iron than we know what to do with. So I'm really not concerned. And there we go. Leave me with 10 whole iron. That is scary. So I got that. Oh god, I need a couple of which is actually, there you go, 2 iron track minecarts. Might have had some minecarts kicking around, but there's every possibility that I didn't as well. They need to become minecarts with those in them. That's another thing we need, and the only thing left is the rails, I think, and then we can get a very basic auto smelter going. This is, by the way, not the ultimate thing that I want to build. This is just so we can get processing, because it's like a great many things. If you, oops, we still have that coming out. Okay, well, let's go and process that bit. 2 stacks of gold should be more than enough for what we need. So in fact, I don't even need to do that. What do we need? Probably 8, 16 plus a few rails. I think that will work. Yeah, 8, 16 plus a few. So if I do, it's 6 per. Let me have a look. I can never remember my rails. I use rails so little. I'm not a good user of rails. 6 per 6. So if I need 16, then I need 3 lots for 16 plus a few spares. So let's have a look. Let's do 32. There you go. Problem solved. Bang. Bang. In fact, let's bang that one in there and bang that one in there. We'll keep hold of that, and I will get those rails made, and as soon as they're done, I will be back with you in a second. Alright, I think we have everything. As I say, this is nothing fancy. It's going to be very basic. Let me head straight into the center and get my bearing. I always get post-teleport disorientation. I think it's probably quite normal, you know, after being teleported around the world, to come out and be a little bit dizzy. So, first things first then, I have created a space. So this alley, which we've kind of turned into industrial alley because we've got the coke ovens and we've got the alloy smelters, I want to do the actual thing over here. So, I'm going to have, how do I want this to go? Let me put this down for starters. Bang. We're going to have these, and they're going to be set back. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, not quite. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're going to be, so underneath there, we're going to need the output, and that output needs to come to here. I didn't bring anything to actually. Well, we've got a chest, I suppose, which is not ideal, but well, I suppose it's what we got, isn't it? We'll just have to work with it. Let me put some of that down. Take that out. So Potter's been sculpting her church, and she's got Potter statues holding a lamp. Right, let me just stick that down there for now. Now I'll upgrade that later to a thingy trove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to have 1 in there, and then that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we can pop these, and they can go all the way down here, nicely like that. We do want some stones of some description. Let me just get a few bits and pieces of this in. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you know. Boop. Boop. Stick a little bit of cracked in there. 1 and 2. We'll grab. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces here, so you know, for the most part, we can do it with what we got. But I've got plenty of other supplies as well. So that will go in there, and then what we need is we're going to need going to stick a little bit of that in here just to signify the end of that line. And it really doesn't give me much to play with above, does it? It literally is that one block. So, well, it's what we got. This is why this area is not ideal for this, but you know, it'll do. So we're going to have hoppers all the way along here. 1, 2, 3. I also need to put powered rails, and this does. Oh, you swining thing! Are you going to cause me problems? I thought, fairly certain this was supposed to work, this orientation. Let's see. Oh, he's done. No. Ah! Supposed to work east to west. You swine. I was hoping to do this. Okay. That's a pain, to say the least. How do I combat this? Well, there's two things I can do, because the system that we're building can actually be built as a double system with 16. Now, it does mean that I'm going to need more hoppers, which means I'm going to need to probably process up some of the stuff we've got floating around. And we may want to then... I might need to just kind of reverse a few things, but I can do that. I can work it through. Probably also need more rails, but again, not a problem. Let me have a little think about this one, and I shall be back in a second. As Dan corrected, I was correct. It was just orientating differently on the first one, so these are all... This is fine. It'll teach me to overreact, won't it? Let me get you out of the way, pop that down there, and get you in there. And that brings us with that bit done. Now we'll do something fancy under there, so don't worry about that. So then what we need to do is I'm going to move you over one, like so. Gimme. And take these over a couple. We'll just stick a bit of any old rubbish in there, and then that can go like so. Now, how do I want to do this? We're going to need some rails, actually, just ordinary rails to turn that corner, and then we're going to have a, we are going to need to definitely. Right, let's try something fancy, shall we? So if I come around here like that, and let's just get a little bit of that down there, and there, and then we'll stick that down like, actually we'll do those two properly as well. Otherwise I'm going to be, I'll know it's there and it'll bug me, and you know what it's like when you know you've not done a proper job. It'll be one of them moments. So that will go like that. That will go over there, and then that will run around there. And then this one here will come around and run to there. Like that, and of course there will be another block somewhere in there, and then I think, let me just try this. Have I got a piece of cobble kicking around? I have one. I've got a crate just around the corner, but yeah, turns them both on. That's fine. The only problem there is that that and that are not powered. So how do I do that one? I suppose the simplest trick would be that? No, that's not going to play. Well, there's two ways of doing it, isn't it? I can put, oh damn you, I can put one of these down here, and that will power that line, so that will just come straight back. And I can also, I mean, it's not like I've got a shortage of redstone, so I could stick one of those in there, and that one, that's going to lock that. No, I can't do that. I can do that, however, I believe. Let's have a look. That won't lock the hopper, but it will put a signal through there, but not to either of those. Right, I need to go and grab a couple of ordinary rails, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, that should be it. So if I were to... no, that is going to be problematic, isn't it? Because that's not going to go back on itself. Ugh, that is... yeah, that's ugly. How do we... I mean, we can still kind of work this. It's just how best to work it. Don't need you on me right now. Let me... yeah, these need an actual... a block to... a stopper, so to speak. So maybe we do need to bring this back to here and have how to tackle this. I mean, that one can just come straight to there and stop. That in itself is not a problem. That's a problem, but you know, that's a problem for somebody else, for another day. So that one can just come to there. We can stick the thing in there, and we can stick that on there. It's this one that's a little bit more convoluted, because I want it to be accessible, but it needs a stop. So I suppose if I were... I'm trying to think this through, and it's not playing nicely. If I were to come like that and come to there and then stick a block here, we can still access that, but that is ugly. That's even uglier. Or is it? Or am I just better off to having... if you can get into that. Am I better off just doing that? And again, sticking a block there, and then we can access both carts quite happily. The only issue then being transmitting the redstone signal down to there. And then, is that even an issue? Because that's fuel. Sorry, that's smelter. That's the items we want to smelt. That's the fuel, which I might want on its own control. Because do I really want the fuel constantly running as well? I don't know. By the way, that's definite. I don't know. So if we were to just pop, let's just go in here, and that gives us access to that. So it gives us double control there, which I suppose is not overly a bad deal. We fill that in, because I can still reach that, no problem, and that is no problem to reach. I don't know. fuel. Let's try just clearing a little bit of this inventory space and getting the fuel into the fuel hopper, which is this one at the back. It doesn't have to be blaze rods, it's just blaze rods is what I've got an awful lot of. And these obviously have nothing in them right now. If I were to then put the gold in there and run that through, we can probably turn the fuel off because we've got more than enough fuel in. And if we turn you off, we can see that that's now emptied and everything should be equally distributed across those. It's not the fanciest thing I've ever built, but it will work. So yeah, smeltables and fuel, and obviously, I mean, that's pretty fast. That's 32 in very short perspective. He's doing obviously 8 at a time. Yeah, we just need to tidy this up a little bit, I think, now. So let me just do a little bit of work tidying and I shall be back with you in a second. Alright, well, I've got this. I still need to do that. I'm going to do this ground area. I've given myself a nice handy access into here. We can get in there, but I blocked off the view of the top of that. You can just see the top there. It is completely, you know, as simplistic as it can be, but it did that in no time at all. Now we have got quite a lot of material in there to smelt, so we are going to turn this on and let it run, and we'll see how this goes. I will also add recent. Really? Add recent. Okay. Minecraft minecart. Add minecart riding. Probably have to wait for the sound loop to. Let's just turn that off for a moment. No. Curious now. These are almost full of things. That's kind of been going for a while. Right. Well, we can figure out what the actual blacklist. No, it's a blacklist, and we're going to add minecart rail. No. Cart. It seems to be oh, heaven. There you go. Well, that's working. It's spitting out this stuff at a rate of knots. Now this is obviously a lot of material to process in one go, so it's going to take a hot minute, and I cannot oh, no. Let's yeah, that's kind of gone. Let's have a look at you. It's nearly empty, but that's fine because that means that these should have a good supply of material going for them. While it's doing that, I'm going to continue and expand all of this down, and yeah, we'll see about what we can do just to make this area look a little bit nicer, and we'll do that one. That should work as a block, shouldn't it? And yeah, we can basically draw a line out down this area of the town, at least down from here onwards. Let me get that done. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so one of the things that people often don't realise about Nottingham, the city I live in, is that it's famous, or at least has, some of the most extensive cave networks of any city in the United Kingdom. Can't hit that one. So one of the things I'd thought of was these little things coming on down here are going to go down into small underground storage bunkers. And what we're going to do is out the front, well, first things first, we're going to just take all of these and we're going to just store these down here, being careful not to, hang on, have I, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, so that one I need to just stash out of the way because that's got all my bits and pieces from this build in it. However, this one, these are all flowers, and these can just be stashed somewhere down here, like so. Just get them out of the way from this area, and it kind of gives a bit of a story at the same time. And these are just one is cobble and one is wood, I think. So there. And then what we'll do is out the front here is we'll do a little market stall. Doesn't really matter what it's selling. It's just a decorative item. That gives us this path going around here. I still need to detail this wall over here. This is still doing its thing. I've turned off all the things, but we're now on to almost finished on the iron grit actually. That should be, yeah, we're on to gold, and that's all the iron done. Now this has been literally maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I haven't done it's not a huge amount of time, but it is certainly earning its keep. Yeah, that one's just going through the last of its iron grit, and the gold is starting to flow in as well, which is awesome. He says waiting for the next thing to, ooh, bang. Yeah, it comes in fast when it does. So I'm happy with that. This alleyway, apart from a little bit of detailing on this wall, is done. I may get a little bit more coal, maybe a few more barrels and stuff to put down here. However, let's get a small market stall done over here. I'm going to go and just pull well, I think what I might do actually is go and empty this, and then that will give me the opportunity to pull a few things together. I need to do some decoration or detailing around here, including those walls, and what I would like to have is basically this corner. That really needs to move as well, but we'll deal with that at a later date. That corner there done, because that would be a major plus to have all of that area done. And so let's aim to do that. This area, these we'll do similar things with later. We'll drop the caves in, but I think these kind of just gives you a little bit of, again, detailing, which has no real practical purpose beyond doing, you know, that. So let me just sort myself out. I'll get a few bits and pieces together, and I will be back with you in a sec. All right, I've just done some of the dog work, if you'll pardon the expression. What I do need to do is do connected material there. Oh, damn you. You're not going to connect high because of that. We'll live. But this, if we put into placement mode, will go there and there. Well, actually, that's not quite right, but doesn't matter, we'll come back to that one, because what we're going to do is we're going actually no, that will go in there, won't it? If I put that in placement mode, will that no, probably not. I need to do what, that probably with a little bit of that at the bottom, and then we can go and take that, do that in placement mode there. It's not going to be quite right because we can't put that edge on it, but we'll live. So what we need to do is do that one, that one, that one, that one, that. So again, same kind of style, just things. I've done a mismatch of fence on this one, however, rather than make it all things. I want you to be in placement mode if you don't mind. That's going to be awkward. Yeah, that is going to be awkward. Hang on then. So you would have to go into placement there. I suppose if I do that, I can chop you out, can't I? And then I need another 3 of those. So 1, 2, and 3. This is quick sometimes just to grab the individual parts as it is to faff around. And then that can be a connected material there and there. And then we can clear you, we'll grab you, we'll get you, and again placement mode, so that will go there. Then that. Yeah, we need to do that, don't we? Hang on. Undo, and then we can go back to that. So this will come all the way round. Same again on this side. Connected material, and then we're into these. As I say, we can't put that 1 pixel of that line, if you like. In you go at the top there, but I don't think you'll really notice once we get down to business. So this is going to be, are you ready for this? Let's have a little drum roll while I put those bits away. I didn't do a drum roll, but there you go. This is going to be a fishmonger's. So we'll stick a table here. We want to be able to get through to the stock at the back there. I'm hoping that we can place you there, because that's obviously things. Now we probably will have a fishmonger's building as well. This was just going to be the market stall for the similar kind of affair, and we can we'll pop that there. We've got shrimps, all sorts of fishies. Oh, that's get that down, maybe even one of those there. So we've still got plenty of room to move. We'll get a couple of barrels, maybe one back here, maybe one there. I've got a net which we shall place on the wall. I don't like it there though. Why will you not go there? Okay, I would have preferred you. Well, you can go there. That'll do then. We've got some crates. We've got barrels. We've got fish to hang. So we can stick a barrel there. Barrel back there. That can come in there. No, I don't like that there. Don't mind it there. Stick a bit of that there. Now, will you? They will hang. Excellent. Okay. Fishy. Oh, it is very fishy. It's all fishy. And maybe one of those can just go back there. Still, again, it doesn't matter. We can't jump over. Well, we can jump over that, but doesn't really matter. Stick a bog standard chest down. A couple of barrels down here somewhere like that. got a spruce crate, so I don't want that there. There maybe. And maybe just, I have got some more oh, that's not working. No. Chair there, that will do the trick, I think. Yeah, I think that's kind of got that. Now we have still got some detailing to do, but you know, it's, as we get more of these on, we'll get another one here. What it'll be, I don't know. And then another one there, another one there. We'll just basically space these around. We'll get these things. I really do need to get this thing to synchronize. It seems to fail every time I come on. So I think between episodes we will do some detailing. But if I can just kind of, can I get that as a screenshot? And I'll get some more detailing done, but we're getting there. This corner is kind of almost there. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.